Hey Taurus, welcome back. Welcome to September. By now, you've had a good taste of what it's like having the North Node in your sign. You might be wondering what more surprises are around the corner in September. This has probably been a very interesting year for you. But the way I look at the astrology in September for you, Taurus, is this is your time to catch up. Okay, everything money, not that it hasn't already been that way, but everything money will be the topic this month. Personal money, okay, personal conversations with yourself to be had. Now is not a good time to start anything new, especially with a partner, a business partner. Just communication's not going to be what it typically is. And let's take this one at a time, one transit at a time, okay? First things first, Venus is already in Virgo. Mercury goes retrograde on the 9th, and on the 10th we have a full moon in your 11th house. This full moon can have a very serious effect on your public relations, on connections that you've already built. Mid-month, we're going to see a lot of relationships of all sorts begin to crumble away. It's all happening for a reason. But this full moon in Pisces, you know, if you say the wrong thing, if you charge in the wrong direction, especially emotionally right now, every time this card comes out, it's in reverse. Yeah, people are nitpicking more than usual. People are more combative than usual, especially the third week of this month, okay? From the 15th to about the 18th, 19th, 20th. It'll start to taper off and things. You'll be able to make more sense of things this last week of the month. But for right now, I want you to understand how the full moon will affect you, especially Taurus risings, and just be weary. You know, it's a time to be responsible. It's a time to take care of those tasks that are not exciting, the boring stuff. Okay, I've been apologizing to the signs because this might not be the most fun month. The least you can do during September is not make it worse for yourself in any way, especially not financially. There's not a lot of forward motion. Okay, a lot of you need to catch up with yourselves. There's conversations with your higher self that are trying to come through. And if you're struggling, if you're in survival mode, the energy is going to completely deplete you. Everything's going to go wrong. It's going to be really easy to end up in that pessimistic attitude if you're not anchored to your spiritual side right now. Okay, and the 3D is wonky. There's a lot of illusions. But that's the thing about the 10th is there's going to be a big light shining on a lot that you do. People are paying attention to you, noticing you. and I'm going to keep shuffling. You just want to know how to work with this energy, okay? There's 6 planets that will be in retrograde, and that's why I tell you it's time to play catch up with yourself. If there's taxes you need to file, if there's account stuff that you need to handle up on, please do that immediately. You have about 5 days. It's really important to your future, your immediate future, okay? And that's within the next moon cycle, so within the next month. We have the Empress, the Queen of Cups, and the Ten of Wands. You know, I'm telling everyone else not to work hard, not to, you know, start new projects and stuff. But I think for you, there's a hard work of, I say hard work, but it's like hard work, but inner work. Okay, you have the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups and the Empress. So this is extremely fertile yet turbulent territory for you. And when I say fertile, it's like you need to be, you know, sort of planting the seeds, not expecting a harvest the next day. There's some trust to be built with self. There's a balance to be found internally because, you know, the moon will amplify whatever it is you're feeling already. I have these super positive, I say super positive, but I have these angel cards, so I'm going to mix these in soon. So it's not all like dreary, okay, but the important stuff that you need to know is the 10th. Mercury's going to be in retrograde during that time, so make some plans for yourself. Something that makes you feel stable. I wouldn't suggest it as a time of going out. I really wouldn't. I would be as private as possible around the 10th. I'm not sure what day that falls on. And you might not mind being observed in the ways that I'm talking about, but the potential for it to, things to be taken the wrong way, you know, you don't want to find yourself explaining yourself this month, because it's just, nothing's gonna come out right. It's gonna come off the wrong way. Even when you're honest, even when you're in the right, it's a lot. It's a lot. The week. Yeah, okay. And I'm not ready to move on yet. If you're exhausting yourself also in a work situation or a new project or anything like that, there's a need to, you know, notice that. There's a need to just reprioritize. Like I said, there's going to be 6 planets in retrograde, and that's going to give you the time you need to catch up. I don't think Knight of Wands. You'll be ready to take off the end of September. I think the sun moves into Libra on the 22nd, and things will be mostly back to normal. Normal is such a subjective word. If you are not clear on the direction that you're moving, and you're just charging with whatever feels right, it can really make a mess. It can change your perspective on a lot of things and even cause you to doubt yourself. So I don't want to see that. And don't feel like anything that maybe you've started a long time ago and it still hasn't come to fruition, come into the 3D. I don't think you need to worry about it so much. I think that's just a lack of trust that you are protected, that you are provided for. And so a lot of those things come through meditation. And if there's ever a time to begin a meditation practice, it's now in September. Because once there's not such a pause, because this is for everybody, not just you. But, you know, when the light turns green and you're taking off, you don't want to misspend your hard work and energy. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. King of Swords. And the Hanged One on the bottom. Okay, listen. Gemini and... I keep saying it. It's like Mercury retrograde's already happening. Like, it's not, but it is. Clearly. Mars in Gemini. And Venus in Virgo. Create this very unpredictable, unbelievable, just audacious energy of war in the middle of the month. Nobody's acting right. This is not a free pass and not an invitation to partake and think you can walk away unscathed and it won't affect you in any way. Nobody who participates in this, like, what should I call it? Anyone who participates in this, cosmic battle energy, people are saying off the wall shit at, standing in line, like, road rage is gonna probably be worse than usual. Just don't be that person. Don't be that person. Remind yourself that you do have this Empress energy, this beautiful, fertile, powerful, loving side to yourself. And you notice the King and the Queen. I really think you need to nurture that within yourself, so it's not so easy for people to throw you off. Don't make it easy for them. Like, yeah, like we know, but it's just people want that. People want to antagonize. Okay. It's going to require some discipline. I see a lot of Tauruses not taking this advice seriously. So kind of thinking you can get away with it, or you don't really have to choose one or the other because maybe your motto is, that's like how you stay balanced in life, but it's not really. Okay, so what if Taurus doesn't feel like, taking this seriously? not that I'm saying anything about you. It's just why, this is a lack of seriousness. This is not recognizing patterns and just overlooking them because I don't know why. So Taurus, when they are focused on the wrong things this month, oh my gosh, of course, Knight of Swords, typical. Hermit is on the bottom. This is a Virgo card. I love that it's come out because it's come out in almost every reading. It's going to be very obvious, basically. I don't need more cards. I just want to give you a visual so that you see for yourself and you don't think I'm just, saying random advice for you, because I see some of you not holding back, not controlling yourselves, having extra aggression. I mean, it's really easy to get, pissed off or like annoyed this season. Yeah, I mean, it's like that or your money. That was very, very similar in what I told the Sagittarius. Like, if you think of your words and your interactions as so valuable that even if you just like snap back at someone or, you know, confront them, speak your mind, whatever, and it's rude and aggressive, even if you're right, it does not matter. You're basically giving them that energy of, and trust me, they're gonna suck it like a vampire. Like, where your mind is right now isn't sustainable to like move forward and really, that's just what you're choosing between. Those little things are gonna drag out, they're gonna blow up, and you're gonna be like, this is so insignificant. Like, why did I even say anything? Why did I even waste my time? I could be doing this instead. So if that's not motivation, I'm not sure what is. Anything more for Taurus? Yeah. Your higher self is really, really coming through strong. Like, there's some messages that, you know, maybe I could give you in a personal reading, which you can find in the box below, but you're not doing yourself any justice. If you're working outside of your responsibilities for the next few weeks, if you're, you know, collaborating on something, you might want to just give it a rest. Because right now we're thinking about longevity. Okay, we're not thinking about just this moment or just this next week or just this weekend. It's like you need long-term connection and like stability within yourself, and your higher self is really coming through. I would do start using some like crown chakra frequencies at night, and you might have some really interesting dreams this month when you're inward focused. Okay, let's pull some of these to end this. I hope that was helpful. I hope that was straightforward and to the point and all of that stuff. Every time, these cards do not want to shuffle. Okay, Taurus. The angel card for September for Taurus. You have the 7 of air. Listen. I want it to focus. This is so important right now because there's a reason I've been sort of repeating myself for a minute. I don't know how to make this shit focus. 7 of air. Plans that need revision. More going on than meets the eye, and poor timing. Do you understand? Revision, that's the time. That's what we do in Virgo season. Revision, more than meets the eye. There's going to be a lot of illusions falling away, poor timing. Okay, so don't rush. Just take your responsibilities, get everything in order one at a time. I think that's the best mindset to be in for the next few weeks, okay? And understand, like, this is the core of you, but this does not give you a free pass to just, bypass the process and the steps and the alchemy within. Okay, you still have to do that work, and that's your work this month. All that outside stuff will follow, and hopefully you'll find yourself at the end of the month in a much better place. Okay, so if you haven't already, hit the thumbs up and subscribe if you enjoy being here with me, if you like these readings. I really want to hear from you guys, so leave me a comment below. Tell me something that you liked about this, something that helped you, something you want to see in the future. And yeah, I'm open to suggestions. So thank you all. I love you, and I'll see you soon.